Hey, what's up? It's Jake. Hey, my whole life I've been hearing people say the phrase, misery loves company. And I take that to mean that miserable people surround themselves with miserable people. Or they try to make other people miserable. Either way, it's a toxic situation where everyone is down, everyone's pessimistic, there's no optimism, there's no hope, there's no joy. And people end up being bitter that they don't have everything that they always dreamt they might have. And they're jealous that other people have more than they have. And that's just a terrible cycle of negativity. I think it's also important, though, to note that happiness loves company as well. I find myself trying to stay positive as much as I can, and I try to surround myself with other people who are positive as well, and I try to avoid negative people. I don't want someone bringing me down. Everyone has stuff in their life that is difficult and stressful and painful. No one is immune to that stuff. But there's no need to project it onto others. I feel like too many people vent and complain and whine and cry all the time. And for me, that's misery. And I don't want any part of that. Now granted, if you're upset and you're my friend and you want to talk to me, by all means, talk to me. But if you get to the point where you're not doing anything to help yourself and you're still complaining all the time that this thing or that thing is not good in your life, it does get tedious. I'm a firm believer that almost anything in your life that's bringing you down or stressing you out or disappointing you or whatever can be improved by choices that you make and effort that you put in, things like that. I love to be surrounded by people who are being successful, not in like a gold digger kind of way, but in the fact that if I see a friend of mine having success, achieving something, especially if it's been a goal of theirs, it makes me so happy. It makes me joyous. It makes me filled with love for them and pride to be their friend. And it makes me want to work that much harder to achieve the things that I would like to achieve. I have all kinds of friends who are successful in a bunch of different ways. Some of them are successful musically, some are successful professionally, others have phenomenal family lives, others get to travel, others have my dream jobs, others have, the list goes on and on. There's all kinds of things that make people successful. I've touched on that in the past with regard to bands in terms of defining what success is. And I think that that's true in life as well. The thing that success means to me might not be the same thing that success means to you, and that's totally fine. You and I can both achieve different things and be successful at the same time. We don't have to be successful in the same exact way in order for that to count as success. So I love to see my friends succeed. I love to see people that I care about doing good things. I love to see them smiling. I love to see them posting about their achievements on social media. I don't look at it like it's bragging or anything for them to do that. I love to see when people are on the right path in life and they're making things happen for themselves and for their families. And there's nothing that makes me happier than being able to know that the people I care about are doing well. So maybe misery loves company. but happiness loves company as well. To all my friends, all my family, everyone that I work with, to the people I've played music with, I wish absolutely the best for every one of you, and I mean that sincerely. I love to see all of your successes. I'm sad to hear your failures, and I want to see every one of you happy and smiling, and I want to see you all flourishing in the world. So, happiness loves company. Be positive. Try to be a good influence in your friends and family's lives. Try to be supportive, because it all comes back around. That same thing that happens that keeps miserable people in this miserable cycle, that same process can happen if you're positive as well. You know, you can really uplift someone else and maybe get them out of a hole, and maybe the next time around it's them lifting you up. I think it's there's a lot to be said for positivity and just trying to be the best person and the best friend and the best family member you can be. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I have a lot of improvement to make, but it is a goal of mine to be a good friend and a good family man. So keep at it. Do your best. Hopefully the people around you are successful as well. Hopefully that brings you joy. Hopefully that keeps you moving in the right direction, and achieve all your dreams. Peace.